Is time just an illusion, an abstract concept created by human consciousness? This query has puzzled us for centuries, sparking debates among the greatest minds of our history. From the ancient Greeks to modern-day physicists, the enigma of time has been a subject of fascination, controversy, and wonder. What is time? Is it a stream carrying us forward like Heraclitus's ever-flowing river? Or is it a cycle, repeating itself in an eternal return, as Nietzsche suggested? Perhaps it is a dimension much like space, as Einstein's theory of relativity proposes. These are just a few of the diverse perspectives that have emerged throughout history, each offering a unique lens through which to view this elusive concept. Time, in its essence, is a paradox. It's both tangible and intangible. We can measure it, quantify it, use it to structure our lives, yet we cannot see it, touch it, or hold it. It's omnipresent yet elusive. It's a constant yet it varies. One could argue that time is the most fundamental aspect of our reality, and yet its true nature remains a mystery. Consider this. Time rules our lives. We chase it, spend it, save it, lose it, and ultimately run out of it. Yet, for all its dominance in our daily existence, we struggle to define what it really is. This struggle is not due to a lack of understanding, but rather an acknowledgement of time's inherent complexity and ambiguity. Philosophers, scientists, and scholars have wrestled with the concept of time, dissecting it, analyzing it, attempting to pin it down to a concrete definition. Yet, despite these efforts, time remains an enigma, a grand illusion that continues to perplex us. The exploration of time's grand illusion is a journey into the heart of our existence, a voyage into the depths of our consciousness. It's a journey that challenges us to question, to wonder, and to seek. So, let's delve deeper into the illusion that we call time. We perceive time as a constant progression, don't we? It's a fundamental aspect of our human existence, a concept deeply embedded in our consciousness. Time, as we understand it, moves linearly from the past, through the present, and into the future. It's a continuous flow, a ceaseless march forward. Consider the everyday occurrences that reinforce this understanding. The aging process, for instance. We're all aware of it, aren't we? From the moment we're born, we start growing, maturing, and eventually aging. We see this progression in ourselves and in those around us. We observe the subtle changes in our faces, the graying of our hair, the deepening of our wrinkles. It's a tangible manifestation of time's forward motion. Or think about the changing of seasons. Each year, we watch as winter gives way to spring, spring to summer, summer to fall, and fall back to winter. We witness the blossoming of flowers, the warming of the weather, the falling of leaves, and the return of snow. It's a cyclical yet linear progression, a testament to time's relentless advance. And then there's the ticking of a clock. Each tick, each tock signifies a moment past, a moment closer to the future and a moment further from the past. The rhythmic ticking is almost like time's heartbeat, a constant reminder of its persistent progression. These examples represent our general understanding of time. They shape our perception, instill in us a sense of order and predictability. They provide us with a framework to organize our lives, to make sense of our existence. Time, in this linear sense, is a fundamental construct of our reality. But is this all there is to time? Is it merely a one-way street leading us from birth to death, from the past to the future? Or is there more to it, a hidden depth, a grander scheme? Is our understanding of time merely a reflection of our limited perception, a product of our human-centric view of the universe? However, is our perception of time the ultimate reality? Or is it possible that time, like many aspects of our existence, is far more complex and fascinating than we've come to believe? Now imagine time as an illusion, a mere construct of the human mind. What if time, as we perceive it, only exists within the confines of our consciousness? Some theories suggest just that. Let's delve into this fascinating thought. Consider this. When you're engrossed in an activity you love, hours seem to pass like minutes. You're surprised when you glance at the clock and realize just how much time has flown. Now, think about those moments when you're stuck in a dull meeting or a tiresome lecture. The seconds feel like minutes, the minutes feel like hours. This is a simple example of how our perception can manipulate the passage of time. It's not the clock that's speeding up or slowing down, it's our mind that's altering our sense of time. Isn't it curious that time seems to bend to our experiences and emotions? It's almost as if time dances to the tune of our perceptions. Another instance to ponder upon: have you ever noticed how time seems to stretch when we're in danger or in a state of shock? It's as if our brain switches to a hyper-vigilant mode, and every second gets amplified. On the contrary, When we're in a state of peace or tranquility, time seems to flow smoothly, unnoticeably. It's almost as if time takes a back seat, becoming an unobtrusive part of our reality. These examples serve to illustrate that our experience of time is not a constant, uniform flow. Instead, it's a fluid concept, malleable and subjective, shaped by our personal experiences, emotions, and perceptions. So, what does this mean? If time is indeed subjective and flexible, does it really exist outside our minds? Is it a fundamental reality, or just a mental construct that helps us make sense of our existence? Perhaps time is not an absolute entity, but a relative one, dependent on the observer. And if that's the case, it opens up a whole new realm of possibilities and questions about the nature of our reality. So, can we say time is subjective, based on our personal experiences and perceptions? From philosophers to scientists, many have grappled with the concept of time. Time's elusive nature has been the subject of intense scrutiny and debate. Theories abound, each adding a fresh perspective to our understanding of this seemingly linear phenomenon. To begin, let's delve into the realm of science where Einstein's theory of relativity takes center stage. According to this groundbreaking theory, time isn't a constant entity. Instead, it's relative, influenced by speed and gravity. The faster an object moves, the slower time passes for it, a concept known as time dilation. Similarly, the stronger the gravitational pull, the slower time progresses. This suggests that time is not an independent reality, but intertwined with the fabric of space, resulting in the concept we know as space-time. Switching gears, let's explore the philosophical landscape. Here we encounter a theory named presentism. This philosophical standpoint postulates that only the present moment exists. The past and future are illusions created by our minds. Imagine a rolling spotlight illuminating a dark stage. What lies in the spotlight is the present, the only reality, while the past and future are mere darkness, non-existent until they enter the light. While these theories may seem disparate, they share a common thread. They challenge our conventional understanding of time. They ask us to step outside our everyday experiences and view time from a different perspective. Is time a physical entity influenced by the laws of physics as Einstein suggested? Or is it a psychological construct as presentism would have us believe? Perhaps it's a bit of both, a malleable concept that defies easy categorization. These theories, while fascinating, are just the tip of the iceberg. The concept of time continues to perplex and fascinate us, driving philosophers and scientists alike to probe its mysteries. These theories challenge our conventional understanding of time, don't they? Let's now delve into a deeper perspective about the illusion of time. To begin, let's consider how our perception of time impacts our daily lives. We often find ourselves caught in a temporal tug-of-war, yanked between the past's regrets and the future's anxieties. We ruminate over what has been, worrying about what could have been. We then project these fears into the future, creating a cycle of anxiety and stress. But what if we could break free from this cycle? What if we could liberate ourselves from the shackles of temporal constraints? Understanding time as an illusion offers us this very freedom. If time is indeed an illusion, then the past and the future too are illusory constructs of our minds. They exist not in reality, but in our perceptions, fueled by our fears, hopes, and regrets. Unshackling ourselves from these constructs allows us to live more fully in the present moment, the only moment that truly exists. Living in the present moment, often referred to as mindfulness, enables us to experience life as it unfolds, without the added weight of past regrets or future anxieties. It allows us to engage fully with our current experiences, to savor the joy of the present, and to face our challenges head-on, without the shadow of the past or the fear of the future looming over us. By embracing the present, we can experience a newfound sense of liberation, a freedom from the temporal constraints that once bound us. We can enjoy life in all its richness, unencumbered by the past or the future. We can live in the now, fully engaged, fully present, and fully alive. This is the power of the illusion of time. It's not just a philosophical concept, but a practical tool for living a more fulfilling and less anxious life. So, whether time is an illusion or not, it has a profound impact on how we experience our lives.